Well, hello there, and in this video we have another extreme blind GeoGuessr, and this time we have Hamfrags. How are we doing, Hamfrags? All good?
All good. All good. Good.
Brilliant, brilliant. So, if you don't know how this goes, pretty much with blind GeoGuessr, one person sees the screen and describes, whereas the other person cannot, and they will have to tell the person who sees the screen where to go. But this is not a normal blind GeoGuessr. We cannot use camera generation. We can't use anything camera quality related at all. We cannot use the Google car, and we cannot use the compass. So it is pretty much the hardest format you can think of. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like. Check out Hamfrags, of course. He makes some great content. I really like his detective-like videos. They're really fun. And yeah, are you ready, Hamfrags, for the game of your life?
I will never be more ready.
Let's go. We're loading in.
Yep.
Jesus. Well, this is interesting. Okay, so the first thing I can say is like we are on like it's kind of like a tarmac road, but it's just dominantly covered in like orangish soil. It's a very
Okay.
warm environment. It seems there's no hint of
Googling tarmac.
anything. There's no like anything tropical, like trees. There's no palm trees, anything like that. But I can tell it's a very warm environment based on like the
Okay.
short vegetation. I think we're in some farmland, maybe. It's hard to tell whether it's farmland or just grassland, but it is very remote. We've got some road outlines, but it's like it's not a big road. It's literally in the middle of the countryside or somewhere, although it's very warm. We've got some trees, like some open woodland in the distance, but we do have these white outlines that are white dashed. Some of them short, some of them long, but that's the outlines. Can't see any lines in the middle, but I think that's mostly down to the soil covering it. But main thing here really is orange soil, farmland environment, warm climate, and I would say it's not super red the soil, but it's pretty orange. And we've also got quite spread out trees in the distance, so it's like a mostly farmland but with some woodland. But I can't tell what trees they are. It's hard to tell from this distance, but based on like the colour of the leaves and the shape from a distance, I don't think they're conifers. I think they are mostly broadleaf. But other than that, that's literally it. You've got an absolute howler location, and I wish you the best.
All right. I don't remember what you said the landscape looked like in terms of how flat it was, but I cannot ask you. So I'm going to say, in my mind, I've got just the flattest of plains with grass and trees in the background. So that my immediate image was like something like Argentina or maybe the US, just some middle of nowhere spot on a country road. But then the orange soil covering the road as well kind of throws me off. Oh, I've been joined by my cat. So I mean, with the orange soil, I might go maybe very northern Argentina. I don't know. Do they have orange soil there? Sure, maybe. Maybe US. Maybe I don't know. Maybe Cambodia or something. I I feel like since we've got pretty much nothing, I don't think it could be Cambodia because there always seems to be some kind of house or something there. I'm gonna go. I don't know. Somewhere on the border between Brazil and Argentina. That
Okay.
was one of the first places my mind went.
Okay.
So let me give you. Is that a large border? I'll give you specific directions.
It's not the biggest border. You got like Paraguay, so you got the part that's neighbouring Paraguay as well, or you've got a bit further down what's more towards Uruguay, the border there.
Right.
So there's two different
So
borders.
between Paraguay and Uruguay, that's where I'm going, around that
Okay.
border.
Okay, I'll plonk some of that. Yep, this is a brutal round. I was hunching Brazil, but the white outlines are really confusing me. So it could be absolutely
Uh-huh.
anywhere. It's definitely not Asia. I'm very confident it's not Asia, so you can rule that out.
Okay.
Other than that, I can't even use sun here. So we just have to hope for the best here. Fingers crossed, we are near enough. And you know what?
Fingers crossed.
You know
No,
what?
I do not. How do I know?
That's it was actually a pretty good guess. We were in Brazil,
Oh,
and we were in the state of Parana. So it was actually the state bordering the far north of Argentina, and we got 3.8k. So well
hey,
done on that good guess.
thank you.
Really good start. For Brazil round as well, I was thinking Brazil immediately because normally Brazil has a lot more orange soil than Argentina, but like I say, you can get orange soil far north Argentina. So your vibes were spot on, really. So
Yes, the
good
vibes.
work. Off to a flyer.
That's as good as it's gonna get.
Right. So it is a temperate environment. We've got quite a mixture of conifer and broadleaf trees. In terms of like the buildings, it's hard to say like the material, but the houses look like it's some kind of like chalk or stone. You've got like one that's yellow painted, you got one that's pink painted, you got ones that are white painted. The roofs seem to be made out of like wood, like wood planks. The houses seem to be in fairly good condition. So I wouldn't say this is a poor area, but I wouldn't say it's a rich area either. I don't know how useful this will be, but we do have these electric poles that do have holes, and the holes go all the way through the electric pole, and they're quite thin. We've got evidence of hills, so further north we have got hills covered in trees. It's not super mountainous. I would say they're quite moderate-sized hills, but it's definitely not a small hill. But it looks like it's covered in trees. From this
Right.
far out, I can't use it. There's no sign of any road lines. It's a very green area. Like it seems to get plenty of rain. Literally, I think other than that, I mean, we've got some small vegetation, some plants. No sign of any farmland. It's probably like gardens, if anything. Quite unusual. There's a building in the distance that's mostly made out of wood, but that's kind of looks like it might be some kind of shed in the distance. But yeah, other than that, I can't really use much else.
Oh boy. Man, you really gotta concentrate to get all of that description. Um, I heard temperate climate. I heard, uh, I don't remember the exact words, but like wooden roofs and colorful plastered buildings. So I'm thinking Europe, somewhere, somewhere east of the middle of Europe, maybe like Slovakia. We've got not very large hills. So, I mean, I I always enjoy the colorful houses, pastel colors in Czechia and Slovakia. So that you might just go with one of those countries. There's really nothing making me go any country in particular, like specifically. So I will go Slovakia, but around Nitra, so close to both Czechia and Hungary
Okay.
and Austria.
Yep, I'll plonk near Nitra or Nitra. I don't know how it's
You?
pronounced. But
No,
yeah,
no idea either.
I mean, let's find out. It could be good.
Yeah, this one gave me a very broad feeling.
Yeah, so I guess you didn't know about the whole polls.
No.
So with whole polls, it can only be three countries in Europe. It's either Poland, Hungary, or Romania. And
Oh, well, I hope it's Poland or Hungary, I guess.
yes, I know exactly which one it is. So let's find out. And yeah, well done. It was actually
Really?
Poland. It was Poland. It was more towards the south. It was very far south of Poland. So in Poland, if you know you're in Poland, you've got a lot of hills. You're towards the Slovakia border most of the time. So that's a good thing to know. And also with Slovakia, generally the more further east or north you go, the more hills you're likely to come across. So for strategy, that's a good thing. But yeah, Poland have whole poles like that, but you also get them in Romania and Hungary. But well done, 4.2k. So we're on a very good start.
The vibes are carrying me with this one.
Okay, so the first thing I could say is it is more of like a tropical environment, very warm. We've got orange soil, but it's not. It's actually very pale, so it's more of like a pale brown more than an orange. But like I say, it's not bright orange or anything like that. There's no sign of any palm trees at all. It's mostly broadleaf, but the trees seem to be more from a warmer environment. There is some signs of grass. The grass isn't really that tall. We've got quite a lot of bushes that seem fairly like suited to warm environments. I mean, to be fair, we've got like some kind of like weird fence or wall kind of thing, like separating like the taller grass actually from the road. But the wall, it's like brick, but it's not actually proper. I think it's brick wall, but it's like a pale grey brick wall. There's no sign of any civilization. We do have
There's a wall.
Yeah, we do see the back of a sign, and since we're facing, and we are facing towards it on the left, I think. So we could potentially be on the right, but well, I would probably avoid it because the road is very narrow. And I don't know how legitimate that sign is because it's not a normal sign. If it is one,
No.
There's nothing special about the back of the sign. It's just a random one. It seems to be a very flat area or fairly flat. But yeah, like it seems to get plenty of rain. It seems to get a good amount of rain despite the soil color. But yeah, very remote area, and yeah, just kind of tropical hints, but no sign of any houses, no sign of any palm trees, nothing like that. Other than that, I can't really say anything else really. I'm gonna have to leave it to you and hope for the best again.
Oh boy. Okay. So, man, do I even remember all of that? Okay, I gather light gray or gray houses, a little bit of brick, and then we've got orangey or reddish brown soil, light, and hotter climate. I don't remember whether it was flat or hilly, but maybe it was just so forested, or I don't know. You said there was a hint of grass, like you didn't see a lot of grass. Oh boy, this one is not giving me any vibes. This is like vibeless.
I
You're
was trying.
You're gonna have to give me a little more time on this one.
Yeah, you got 1 minute 49, so you got plenty of time.
Wait, you're timing me?
No, I mean there's 5 minutes per round. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you got time.
Did you count the time that it takes you to?
No.
It takes you to.
It's just when the round ends.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well,
no speed run.
The orange's soil is making me think of one time I was put in the north of Colombia. I was also, while you were explaining, thinking like Kenya or Uganda, maybe. That might be a call. That could be it. I don't know. Perhaps it's a better guess to go in Kenya or Uganda than to go in the north of Colombia. Although you were seeing some trees. How many trees do you see over there?
I don't know, Jeff.
You were seeing both kinds of trees, weren't you? No, that was last round. Oh boy. I will go Kenya.
Whereabouts?
I will go the west part of Kenya.
Okay.
So somewhere between Kisumu and Nakuru.
Yep, got you. Okay.
Just plunk it somewhere in there.
Interesting. There is a big, massive clue that we could not describe on this round.
Okay.
And there is a rift in the sky.
Could it be Senegal?
It is Senegal. Well, let's double check.
I've learned that one. I know that one.
Unfortunately, you didn't get many points because, unfortunately, Africa is absolutely huge. But you got the continent, which I'm very happy that you did. The thing is, like, if you went Brazil, you could have actually got closer because people forget how close Brazil and the west coast of Africa can actually be. But yeah, 198 points. But yeah, rifts in the sky, Senegal. Yeah.
I'm happy to just know about that one. But
Yeah.
fortunately, this is the vibe game we're playing.
Yes, exactly. But so far we're on 8.2k, and yeah, we got potential.
It's pretty good.
Okay, so this round, I'll describe the road lines first. So the outlines are a normal, thin, white line.
Okay.
But the middle is a thin, yellow line. It seems to go
Okay.
randomly dashed when there's like a junction or like an off-road junction. So like where there's like two roads meeting, it seems to be more dashed, including the outlines. But the main thing is straight white outlines and one single straight yellow in the middle. There are people, and I think they are of much darker skin. From what I gather.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of soil quality, it's quite pale. No sign of any red, or I think it's quite pale soil quality. We've got vegetation. It has like kind of like a feel of a tropical vibe. No sign of any palm trees at all.
No.
It's the grass seems to be a lot more short. Like although there is trees and they're fairly quite spread out, and these are broadleaf, not conifers. The grass seems to be shorter. In terms of facing forward, in terms of like the hilliness or flatness, it seems to be fairly flat, but we could be going up a hill. But it's not mountainous, that's for sure. And another thing I could say is we've got some people on a motorbike. There's no sign of any cars traveling. I think it's hard to say, but I think that's on the right side from the junction, so we could be driving the right hand side, but don't fully follow that. We've got some kind of random electric poles, but I can't really describe them well. But yeah, fairly green environment. But like I said,
No need to.
Vegetation is quite short, but the main thing really is the people having more of a darker skin, and the road lines if you know them. But yeah, I think that's everything I could really mention on this round, so I wish you the best of luck.
Alright, well, we've got those road lines, and they give me a feel. They give me a feel. They make me think of places like the US, Brazil, South Africa is where I remember seeing, Australia is where I remember seeing yellow lines. Do I see yellow lines in Australia? I don't even know. So with darker skin, I'm feeling Brazil or South Africa or Southern Africa again. What else did you even say? Hints of grass, short grass, which could point to it being Southern Africa, maybe. Because I don't know. I figured there would be more grass in Brazil, so let's go with that Southern Africa vibe. And
Okay.
I am going to say fairly flat, but maybe going up a hill. We can't be too far east. Maybe we're in northern South Africa. Maybe we're seeing broadleaf. Broadleaf. How much time's left on that clock?
1 minute and 17.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's a lot of desert in South Africa, so if I'm gonna go with that, I guess I should go with kinda. Guess I should go around, like maybe around Pretoria, Johannesburg.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? That's kind of what I'm feeling since there's no drastic topology. So go, I don't know, a little north of Pretoria.
Yep. Got you. Okay. So I'll talk about the road line stuff at the end because it seems to be quite mixed on a few road lines, which I can provide tips on. But there is a big, massive clue in this round that I could not describe, and it involves a Google car with a snorkel.
The snorkel? A snorkel? Kenya? Is it Kenya?
It is Kenya, yes. 1,100
points. I learned
points.
that from you.
Yes. Yeah, 1,100 points. It's obviously not a high score, but it'll do. It ups your score. But yeah, with road lines.
Oof.
So the first thing that I mentioned, obviously, I don't think you may have missed it. You may have forgot about it, but I did say it was. I think they were driving right. And when you're driving on the right
Oh,
in
right.
Africa, it's pretty much. Oh, it must no. Actually, I must have been wrong because they were driving. Can you drive left? So ignore me. So it was good that you didn't use that information
I forgot
because
all
you would
about
have
it.
gone Nigeria or Senegal or Ghana because those are the three that drive on the right with official coverage. So with left side, you've got Uganda, Kenya, and all of Southern Africa, and then on the right hand side, you've got the Northwest as well as Tunisia, and then I think Madagascar, obviously, and then Reunions, obviously French, or the French, and they're driving on the right. So that's driving side. In terms of road lines, this is interesting. So you mentioned South Africa. You remember them having yellow lines?
They
They
have yellow
do,
lines, don't they?
they do, but they have them on the outside. They don't have them on the inside.
Oh, what a fool I've been!
So with South Africa, Bots, Lesotho, and Eswatini, they have yellow on the outside. Whereas any other country in South Africa, I think most has white. But you can get rare incidences in like Ghana, I think, or maybe Nigeria, where you can sometimes get yellow. But the main one that will have a yellow straight line, especially the thin one, is Kenya, and a lot of people forget about that. So there's nothing to worry about there. For Australia, you don't get yellow lines. It's a good way to separate South Africa. I know we had one of the geofrauds where we had all yellow lines, but that was like an extremely rare example of like a rare Google car, and it was like I think in a national park. So you do get exceptions, but with Australia, you won't get yellow lines at all, pretty much, apart from the very rare incidents. But yeah, I feel that that's pretty much
This
it.
is actually really helpful stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, South Africa and Australia can easily be muddled up, but like the main thing with them two is the road lines, and then obviously look out for bollards. If you see bollards, you won't get them in South Africa. You'll be in Australia. So
Right.
some useful information for you.
You'll have to excuse me for a moment. I'll have to let
Yeah, no
out the
worries.
cat.
The first thing I see on this round is we've got quite a. It's a very hilly environment. I wouldn't say kind of mountainous, but I wouldn't say extremely mountainous. Very green. We've got a mixture of conifers and broadleaf, but it is quite a warm environment and quite dry. We have a vehicle ahead of us that appears to be driving on the right hand side. We've got a straight white middle line in the middle of the road, and we've got white outlines. I don't know if you know about road chevrons, the arrows, but the road chevrons have a white background with a red arrow. We've got evidence of
I just saw.
guardrails.
Sorry, go on. Oh man,
Yeah, we got guardrails next
having
to
my
the
own
road
internal
chevrons.
struggle. Guardrails. Okay, check.
There is there's a back of a sign. It might be a stop sign. I can't confirm because I can't see the front of it, but it's normal color, so no black on the back or anything like that. But yeah,
Right,
quite a
roll
warm
out Italy.
environment. Got quite a warm environment. I can't see the plate of the vehicle ahead, unfortunately. So I can't add on that. It's quite far away, but quite a warm environment. It's weird because we've got a lot of tree coverage, most of this area. But if we go towards the more west side, or I think it's actually east, I'm not sure, but north side, at least, it's a lot more scattered vegetation rather than trees. But yeah, the main thing here is the road chevrons, the road outlines being all white with a straight in the middle, the driving side being right, and the vegetation being a mixture of broadleaf and conifer, but we've got conifers in what appears to be quite a warm and dry environment. So yeah,
Yes.
I'll leave it to you.
So, my immediate thought as you were describing the vegetation and the mountains, or lack thereof, I don't know, was Spain. Then I started thinking maybe Italy. then you mentioned the chevrons, and I do remember seeing a little infographic somewhere on some Discord server today or yesterday about those chevrons. I seem to believe, because I found it quite interesting actually, that the red and white chevrons are the word, right? That's the word.
Yes, yep.
Yes. I seem to believe that those are usually found north and east of Italy. So this sounds to me Mediterranean. So I am tempted to go east of Italy, somewhere along the Adriatic Sea. So where could that be? Like Croatia, maybe Montenegro? Those white lines, I don't remember those. Don't remember seeing those anywhere. So I'm gonna go Croatia. Along
Okay.
the coast, maybe. Sure, along the coast. Why not? The Croatian coast, somewhere right in the middle of that coast. That's where I'm going.
Okay, they split. You thinking, or somewhere different?
Maybe more like Zadar.
Zadar, okay. I'll plonk near there. Yeah, plonk where there's some hills. Yep. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be fairly close. I don't think you got the country right, but I could be wrong. I'm not fully confident on this one. I was getting a hunch of it potentially being Monty, but I don't remember Turkish chevrons.
Monty.
I don't remember Turkish chevrons. That's the only thing I'm doubting at the moment.
Oh, I hope it's not Turkey.
But it's very good that you knew that it was Eastern European. That's a very good job. And Italy's chevrons.
Thank you.
Are actually white background with black, I think, or it's the way around. And then Slovenia's the reverse of Italy's. So it's good that you confirmed that part of Europe. And we've got 3 seconds, so we'll let it count down.
Oh.
Actually, it wasn't Croatia. It wasn't Turkey. It wasn't Mont.
Oh.
Or Albania or Greece. It was actually Bulgaria.
Bulgaria, huh?
Yeah.
Well, how many points is that then?
It is 3.3k. So.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's respectable. It's respectable for sure. And it's good that you went towards the east end of Europe. And like I say, Bulgaria and Greece can look very similar towards the south. It's more towards the south end of Bulgaria. But yeah, I wouldn't have gone Bulgaria there. I probably would have gone Mont there. So, very, very good.
And I mentioned Mont.
Yes.
See,
you're learning, man. You do.
I am.
Much better than you think you are.
I'm better, yeah. You know,
you're doing much better. Yeah.
I'm surprised by myself.
Yes, very proud, man. And also, like I say, each round you got the right vibes. Like maybe not narrowing it down the country, but you always you never messed up the continent. You're always on the right continent, even on the in the middle of nowhere rounds.
Glass half full. Glass half full.
Yeah, exactly, man.
That's
the round one was probably the highlight because you were pretty close for a Brazil round. Although you didn't go the right country, the vibes made sense.
Well, I didn't specify a country though.
You said towards the Argentina Paraguay border.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And towards Brazil. Yeah. So I used that, but that was a very good vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, like I say, if you knew the road lines for Kenya, you would have nailed that very well. And then obviously Senegal, it was middle of nowhere. You're very lucky to get the right continent there. A lot of people would have easily gone Brazil there, or maybe somewhere in Asia. Not Asia, sorry, South America. Yeah, but well done. You managed to get 12.8k, so that is a pretty respectable score. Like I said, PB,
digits?
Yes, 5 digits. Yes, well within the 5 digits actually. So
yes,
so well done. And like I said, I think that's above average actually. So you've done above the average that everyone else has done. So well done.
But my secret is, like, I always play this game. Maybe not blindly, but like this no meta game. That's the game I've been playing since I was born.
Yes, and also it more focuses on that skill. So like I say, it adds that new element for sure. But well done, good score. And thank you all for watching. And yeah, I guess we'll see you in the next video. Yeah, of course.